This is RTT with Terry the Tiger.
Thank you, Scooby and friends, for being here today on another episode of Random Talk Time with me, Terry the Tiger. As always, please check out Cactus Chick over on Instagram. You can go ahead and get custom designer tees and t-shirts, all of that good stuff. A lot of it's starting about anywhere from $15 to $18. Go ahead and check it out. Oh, also on Etsy, she has her stuff out there too. So today on Random Talk Time, I've got today my brother Albert, and we are talking UFC, and ultimately we just bought the UFC4 for the PlayStation 4. And because our PlayStation no longer reads the disc, we downloaded it last night, and he's been checking it out all day. So, bro, how is it a little different from the last game? And the last game we had of UFC was UFC Undisputed?
Yeah.
3?
It wasn't Undisputed, it was UFC 3.
Okay, so how's it this one different to that one?
It's different because it has between a Madden NFL kind of a feel and a NBA game, both made by EA. It just, I mean, obviously, yeah, you're still playing the fighting game, you're still doing that, you still feel that, but it just doesn't feel like the other. It's kind of hard to explain.
I can tell. So,
yeah.
Well, at least when you're playing the game, I mean,
the graphics are pretty cool. Some of the way that it happens, the fight sequences, pretty realistic. It does have a realistic feel to it when you're fighting. The grappling, it's fairly easy. It's somewhat similar to the old ones in some ways.
So like this right now, because you're getting ready for a fight, you still have your last fight. I noticed was also a 6-week training camp. Is that the only thing you get to choose from?
You can choose anywhere from 4 to 6, depending on the fight. When the card's being taking place, how long in between, depends. But difference is you don't, in the UFC 3, you would be able to go to those different gyms. In this one, you don't go to gyms, you just pretty much.
So yeah,
like,
right before I was
invite a fighter.
leaving, so before I left to work, what was that about? So what were you starting? What was that, the career mode?
Career mode, yes. It basically just started off like...
or it forced you into that, huh?
Yeah, basically just forced you into it. What's it called? I do see what they were saying about in the trailers prior to the release of the game on how you can choose to rise fast or slow, depending on how fast you want. And I can see why they have Israel Adesanya and George Masvidal, because, I mean, one did it very quicker than the other one. And obviously I'm sort of doing the Masvidal way, kind of a way, somewhat, not really, 'cause now I'm starting to do what Israel did. But it basically starts you off by the coach, something Davis, giving an interview to a reporter about how you guys meet, and says saw you at a pretty much a fight in a.
Where you were getting fucked up.
It was like in a ring if you ever seen the movie Warrior about the two brothers do mixed martial arts, it's pretty much what he was doing.
That's a good movie.
A martial arts fight in the parking lot of a titty bar.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much like what that was. And it's crazy that it's making you get your ass kicked and you kind of have to lose the fight. There wasn't no way to actually win the fight. You lose the fight, so it's kind of like, what the hell? But ultimately, dude said, "Oh, it's not one of those stories where you find someone that." So
they start you off as a loser.
Basically, that's like a one-hitter quitter, overnight superstar dude. But he found a guy that has a lot of heart, and so you start fighting, and you start doing like amateur fights. You do like a total of, you do a training session. He teaches you, fundamentals, standing, and then you do a fight. After that one, you do the fundamentals of grappling, and then or like clinch, and then you do a fight, and then you do the fundamentals of grappling, and then you do a fight, and then as you're gonna do after you do the for the fourth one, you do submission, and as you're going to do that fight, a little thing pops up. Your coach, something Davis, telling you about Dana White and the thing, and if you win, you have to get a first round knockout or a submission. That's a guaranteed spot to the Contender Series, and
so they do have because.
Oh wait, no, my bad. That was after. He was just saying that Dana White was in the thing, and then you win, you get put on the radar, and then win that fight, and then you go to the WFA, and then
eventually
you win 3 fights in the WFA. That's when, I won 3 fights in the WFA, and then I got a call, or like I said, a thing popped up, and it was the coach telling me something about the Dana White's Contender Series. And I was gonna say you gotta get a first round knockout or a submission, and it's a guaranteed UFC contract. Anything else after that, if it's anything after the first round, it depends on your performance, whether you get in or not. And so if you win that one, if you do, obviously, if you first round, you go to the UFC. Anything after that, I don't know. I got a first round knockout, and I went to the UFC, and I'm 7 fights in. It's pretty cool. Overall, just a fan of mixed martial arts, fan of the UFC, and just a gamer at that too, and just also looking at it not as just a fan but just as a gamer too. It's pretty fun. It's good. If anything, again, another easier way to compare it is, like I said, it's, if you've ever played Madden games,
yeah,
or if you have Madden NFL 18, that's the one we had with Tom Brady, right?
I believe so. Yep.
If you have that one, play the long shot.
Oh yeah.
That has a similar feel to the beginning of this UFC4 game.
So eventually, it kind of stops making you
do those, and so far,
those cutscenes.
Yes, I haven't had a cutscene in a while, so I'm kind of happy about that, because that was giving me the Madden NFL feel, and I was not liking that.
I'm not gonna lie, I mean, it might be just, because I like the bright colors that, distract me. All of the colors on here kind of, I don't know, it's pretty distractive. I mean, I like it, but it's just, it has like a Mortal Kombat feel, especially when you were getting, what are those the star up in the corner?
Those are your experience points for you to be able to upgrade your fighter in this fighter evolution. These are, your attributes: stand up, movement, feet, punch power, speed, takedown defense, blocking, accuracy, grappling. You got bottom game, clinch grapple, clinch striking, ground striking,
I was just saying,
defense,
because you were gaining that during your
body
fight.
strength, cardio, chin strength, recovery, leg strength.
It just felt like you were getting like Mortal Kombat or something. Like you were getting.
Yeah, it does have that kind of a feel too. You could say it has that Mortal Kombat feel where, as the more successful strikes you land, the more you land a strike successfully, it levels up.
So it's not like the other one where you have to unlock it.
Yeah, like in the UFC4 where you had to train with a specific fighter. Well, where you went to a specific gym and you trained with a specific fighter to learn. Alright, so I'll put it like this. In the UFC4 or in the UFC3, you could go to a gym and train with, let's say, Joseph Benavidez and learn lead hook level 2. Yeah. And then you go to a different gym, train with Jeremy Stevens and learn lead hook level 4.
You just have to actually hit it in here?
Yeah, so in these ones you just pretty much just already have basic, strikes and all that unlocked, and you just, the more you land them, the more you level up level up the move. Same thing goes for the kicks, the clinches, successful takedowns, submissions, combos, various different little aspects of the thing. Mm-hmm. And then they got perks.
So you get perks differently or the same way? I also want to know this when I play it.
Same way. You just, the more you fight, well, it's different because the way you when you earn those experience points, that's how you unlock these. And the other one you train with a certain fighter, and once you train with that fighter, you unlock the perks that they had.
I see. So it's easier to unlock stuff. The money. How do you spend the money?
Well, so far I've came across 2 injuries so far. One was a ankle injury. I don't know how that one happened. And the second one, on the first injury that I came across, I like this one because
You mean the second one?
No, the first one. The first injury that I came across.
Gotcha.
I like this one because the invite a fighter thing. So, like how I was saying, it's different, but it's the same. Is because in the UFC3, like I was saying, you could go to these gyms and go train with certain fighters. Well, in this one, I don't know if it's your gym, but you pretty much invite a fighter to come train with you, and you can learn a move off of them.
Uh-huh.
And once I went pro, it unlocked 2 fighters. One of them was Alex Caceres and some other dude. And then once I met,
fighting in the flyweight.
Yes, the flyweight division. And then once I made it to the UFC, I unlocked Paul Felder. Gotta train with the Irish Dragon. And I invited Paul Felder out, and that cost me some money. So that was one way to train with him. And while I was training with Paul Felder, doing some spinning, learning the lead spinning elbow that he does so very well.
Yeah.
somewhere within that sparring session that me and the Irish Dragon had, injured my lead elbow, and that was another 20 grand that I spent right there, or not 20 but 30 grand. So then the thing, when you get injured, you can either wait, like, take time off and heal up that way, or you can spend money and heal that way, go different things. I didn't read all the options, but one of the options I read was the family doctor, sports physical therapist, a sports psychiatric, whatever that is. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. Then so you were asking me something about my last fight. Yeah, like I was saying, that it's pretty cool because throughout the actual fight itself, I mean, you can earn experience points that way too. So I mean, I kind of like that. That's pretty cool. But I mean, again, in the way you said that, that also gives you a Mortal Kombat kind of a feel.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I don't like not hearing Joe. I'm not gonna lie. When you were playing right now, hearing John Anik and Daniel Cormier. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's just, are you really in a UFC if you don't hear Joe's voice?
I can feel it.
As of late, yeah, because he only does America pay-per-view events.
I'm say pay-per-view events, but no, yeah.
American. Is he gonna go to Abu Dhabi? I don't think so.
Yeah. But no, yeah. So that's pretty cool. And then for the tattoos and stuff, I mean, I'm kind of disappointed because it's like, well, for EA, I mean, how many different boxing games have they done? Different basketball and NFL games where they have dope ass tattoos, and a wide variety of tattoos and all this. And this one is pretty much all the same. They added a few new ones, but if anything, it's just the same, just a little more detailed, more vivid, a little more realistic.
Have you done anything else, or have you just done the career mode?
So far I've just been doing the career mode.
Which we typically do.
Yeah, which I normally do. I don't really do much else. I mean, I do the tournament mode every now and again.
Well, I'm only saying because didn't they say this one had a backyard brawl?
It's, something like that.
In the settings.
I'm not too sure. Yeah, I don't really check this game out. So far I've just really checked out the story mode.
Which is what I really only consider. Because like I just said, that's really all we ever do is play the story modes. Like, even when we're playing more Call of Duty, I didn't really care for the Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, was it? One where it just had the online gameplays and didn't have a story mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like that one because, like I said, I like to play the story modes and play.
Well, I didn't like that online one. That one's actually pretty fun. I grew to like it. It's awesome. Me personally, though, I like Call of Duty because of their storylines, because of their story modes. Their story modes were fucking awesome. I remember playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and you reach a certain mission. And I remember, because, I played a lot of my games and TV shows and just stuff a lot. I listen to stuff loud. And so, for some reason, not some reason, but when I was playing that game, like I said, you reach a certain mission, and, for TV, they used to, I don't know if it's still the same, but when they do the emergency broadcasting, it used to be that... Burr, 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 and then that long steady beep sound, and it's like, damn, I could be showing my age, but I don't know if that's still the same one because I get mine, now it's on my phone and shit, it just starts vibrating and shit, but so that happened in the game, in that Call of Duty game, and my mom came in and was like, what's going on? I told her, I looked at her and was just like, oh, Russia's attacking us. Because in the game, the dude Makarov, he's one of, a Russian, I believe. And Yeah, I was like, the Russians are attacking us. They're already in, like, I believe in the game they say they've already reached as far as, like, Pennsylvania or something like that. And I was like, oh, hey, they've already gone, so far into the country, something like that. My mom was like, what? Are you serious? Like, she really thought I was being serious. And, but I was like, no, it's a game. And she was like, oh, wow. Yeah. And, yeah, it's just, I like it because of their story modes. And then if you played Modern Warfare 3, that one was just incredible. That was just, man. Anyway, their story mode was good. That's what made that's what made the Call of Duty.
Yeah,
that and zombies. The original zombies was the shit.
Oh,
Cannot top that.
Oh,
I love it.
For sure.
But
that's what I liked, was the story modes. Just following through in the story, just because I sucked at Call of Duty, so it was just like, at least I knew
the computer made it easier for you.
Yeah, and at least I knew I knew where I was gonna go next. It wasn't like online where I was just gonna die, respawn, and then not know where to go, and then as I'm figuring out where to go, I die because they're already coming back through the other side of the map, or they're just waiting for us to respawn.
Right.
Fucking hated that.
But so no,
I'll have to check out the backyard.
So like I was telling you before this though, like before we started recording and doing this, because as you've seen when I was accepting the contract right now, I was able to choose an additional an additional thing to my contract, to where there's certain things that you have to do in that contract, and you get an extra so much money. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so one of those things that the first one I did was I wouldn't turn down any fight. And I was first 3 fights, so I didn't turn down any of the 3 fights. And then after that, I went another 2 fights without turning anything down. So I ended up saying, you know what? I haven't turned down a fight. And I looked at the dude's record and was just like, you're 18-7. Do not want to fight you. So I declined the fight. So he kind of started talking shit. So in here it gives you an option for a social media hub thing. Well, you can start interact with them, and you can either make a friendly, positive relationship with that fighter to where you could eventually maybe be sparring partners, or you can potentially have a rival.
Okay.
Depending on what you choose to say. This one right here was, I believe, my first fight and thing, and he was in the UFC, and it was pretty much making it seem like it was gonna be an easy payday for him, easy money. Well, in reality, it was really easy money for me. Like I was saying, I went without turning down a fight. So then I got to this guy. His name was Logan Spencer. So, like I said, his record was like 17-8 or 18-7, something like that. Yeah. So I turned his fight down. And at that time, I had just been fighting non-ranked fighters. So I turned him down, and I got a fighter who was ranked 11. So I beat him, but like I was saying, that guy that I turned down was saying that I was ducking him and I'm scared of him. So it was like, okay, I did that fight and I responded to him the second one. You know why we didn't meet up tonight, but your day is coming. And then after I won that fight, he was my next offer. So, but I had a message from him, and it was that top one where he says, "Guess we know why I didn't want to fight him." So I, accepted the fight, and he said that one. Be careful what you wish for. I'm gonna make it ugly for you. And then I said, I hear you're gonna make it ugly for me. Well, if there's anything you know, it's ugly. Ha ha ha. So the kind of responses that the game has you do is kind of dumb. I'd say cheeky.
Cheeky bastards.
Little cheeky bastards. The words of Bisping. But so that happened, And that threw my our fight hype high, because me and him were having a little back and forth on social media. So
gotcha. So that's how you get your hype high compared to
promoting
it and doing.
Well, it's still also the
stuff.
same for that too. Cause you
Oh,
still
okay.
do that. You still do that promotion and that stuff too. But you can also do it through here too, by having interactions with certain fighters on the theme. And so like I said, that one, by me and him having the back and forth of the crap talking, we that already had our fight hype already set high.
Okay.
So when me and him started to after I did the fight with him, this is where I'm like, as a gamer and kind of as a fan too. As a fan, I'm like, this is dope. As a gamer, I'm like, this is pretty cool too. In the other one, it wasn't necessarily that you were calling people out, but in that one, you already had a rivalry set with whoever was ranked at the, I believe, 15, 5, and the champion, obviously. Mm-hmm. So in this one, you're getting to create your own rivalry if you want one, if you don't. Or someone can call your ass out.
Okay.
And well,
is that what just happened here?
That was what just happened right here, and that's why I'm like, as a fan, it's fucking ecstatic, because I'm the firstborn Mexican champion.
Just called you out.
Told me after I had that fight with the dude, my rivalry fight, Brandon Moreno tweeted, "Oh, at Nightmare MMA, I think me and you put on some fireworks." Ha! In my head, I'm like, the champion is saying that me and him would have a good fight. That's also this.
So
also, this is in a video game, so don't think I'm actually talking about real life.
Hey,
but I mean,
I know what you mean, because I'm thinking about me when I play and I try to go take out Amanda. Well, when I go take out Amanda, because fuck her, I could take her out.
Well, because I'm also like, if you're a gamer and you're listening to this, or if you're not a gamer and if you don't know what I mean, or if you ever played a game, think about it like this. When you create a game, you're creating yourself in that game, whether you give it your name or your character your name or not.
Sure.
I have a video game where my name is Harlequin. Why would I be named Harlequin? And for that, I'm a high elf. And it's a female. So, you can have many lives in a video game. In this one, I am fighting Brandon Moreno, who is in real life the world UFC's flyweight champion. In the game, unfortunately, he is ranked number 8. But anyway, so it's like he was able to.
Who's the champion in this game right now?
Joseph Benavidez, the only place he'll ever be a champion. But so he responded with that. So I responded to him saying something around the lines of oh, it would be awesome, or it's I think me and you would throw good hands, something like that. Let's give the fans what they want. And then it's cool because on the side right here where it shows your name, your division, and your the little social media stuff and all that.
Yeah.
It pops up tweets from, I would say, maybe fans and MMA journalists and other professional fighters, and it is fans talking about a fight between, in the video game, my name is Albert Flores. So when they say Flores and Moreno, oh, that fight would be good. It's like they started doing that. After that, just like how my coach had popped up with the thing saying Dana White's Contender Series was, we got that call. He ended up telling me that the fans in the UFC persuaded the UFC and they want to make this fight happen. Do you want to take it? Ooh, but we do have a contract with this, but pretty much indicating that they wanted that we were gonna get the Moreno fight eventually. So it gives you two options: one, take the fight, or like something along that lines, or decline it. Not. I ended up taking because it said guaranteed fight offer, so I went with that one because kind of like fuck yeah, let's fight Moreno.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I did that. Still went through with my fight that you just saw me, and that was actually a pretty easy fight, even though his not the record, but his stats were higher than mine in the stand up and the health department. And his overall was better than mine. But it was surprisingly an easy fight. But,
because you knew I was here, and I wanted you to see it. See what was going on. You knew your sister was watching you.
Yeah.
Big expectations.
Something like that. It's more of an audience.
I'm just kidding, bro.
More of an audience, but
Also, the dogs aren't good enough for you. None of my stuffed animals are good for you.
No, if anything, they're weird. Elmo just stares at you.
All right.
I don't see.
Pops. No. Come on, man. Have more imagination. Gotta talk to Derek. Derek Carr, ladies and gentlemen, is here in the room. He's holding a statue, and every now and then, he's always shaking his head yes.
Well, screw Derek because he went to Oakland and not Pittsburgh, so that's his fault. Why I don't talk to him, but something else that's pretty cool is the how you seen me, how before you left, you saw me creating my character, and you were going through these things and saw the gladiator shorts and those like sweatpant things and stuff.
And the shorts.
Well, you only fight in those.
Well, you're amateur?
Yes, as an amateur. Once you turn pro, they switch you over to actual MMA shorts. Once you get to the UFC, you start wearing, obviously UFC gear and all that stuff.
And they switched it and updated it to
Venom. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I like those ones.
So when you're here and you do your sparring, you get to wear your whatever it is that you choose. Like for me, I chose the gladiators shorts because if I lived in Rome or Sparta or whatnot, I'd be a gladiator. Who wants a challenge? Yeah, so I like that, and then you get to choose your gloves, different types, different colors. It's pretty cool. I mean, not different types, but you get different colors of them.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty tight. And then one thing, like I said, was the tattoos. They're not.
Yeah, that looks pretty.
They're kind of the same. They added a few new ones, but they're pretty much the same ones. You know what I mean? From the last one, if you played the last UFC game, I believe it was the last one, the one with Conor McGregor on it, UFC4. Yeah. If you play,
two belts.
Yeah, the one with the two belts, him holding it. If you played that one and you've seen all those tattoos, it's pretty much the same ones.
The
but
last one I played was the one with
the one with Anderson Silva on it, that UFC, that was UFC Undisputed.
So we didn't have that one.
We did have it.
But the last one we played.
Well, that's a different game company.
Okay, so what? Wasn't that the last one we had?
No. We had the ones that you mainly remember. I want to say are the EA ones, because the last one we had was made by EA too.
Yeah.
But it's just, I just don't know. Like, I don't know if EA was lazy and didn't really want to make a a new format for the UFC's, hard drive blueprint of how, they design games and all that stuff or whatnot. Because it feels, in some ways, it feels like they took, for this career mode, because that's kind of what I do, it feels like they took the format from, like I was saying, the Madden 18 long shot and threw it into this one.
Yeah, you gotta create it.
And, like they just took that format and put it here, switched certain things to make it mixed martial arts and not, football. That's what I feel like they kind of did right here, and that's what I'm kind of not really liking. But, like I'm saying, for the tattoos, this one right here is pretty cool. I kind of like it. It's I like it because I'm finding a new fascination with the archangels. It's a tattoo of the archangel and demon. I'm pretty much, if I would have to look at it, I would say that's Michael defeating one of the demons. So that one's pretty cool. And then, like I said, this one, it was on the last UFC game. It's just more detailed.
Imagine if this was on a PC. It looked so much better.
You and your PC, bro. This is on a PlayStation 4. Best gaming system ever. PlayStation. Join the family. But no, yeah, I mean, it's just more detailed. So, I mean, I do kind of like that. So,
That's cool. I'll have to give it a check when I play my player.
I mean, what do you expect? But like I said, I mean, they look cool. They're better. They're yeah.
Well, is there anything else about the game? Or you just want to keep talking about the tattoos?
That's pretty much it. I mean, it's as far as I got into. Like I said, I'm not really that far into it.
Well, yeah.
So, I mean,
haven't played probably won't play that. Might give it a check out the backyard game, but I probably won't play it often unless I end up liking it more. But I like the story mode stuff, like I said. That's cool. Get different shirts.
Yes, when
Oh, to walk out? Oh, when you're training?
I think, yeah, when you're training.
Oh, that's cool. I like that stuff. That's tight. Oh, and then there is the UFC option when you walk out. Dark and light options from Venom when you walk out. That's cool. Well, if you haven't played the game, check it out. I mean, we spent for the we got the
deluxe edition for $69.99.
where you get the what's it called? The extra fighters already downloaded in the package, but if you don't care about that, I think it's like $29.99. Keep GameStop out of business and shop online. But if you have access to GameStop, you can do what we did not do and go use GameStop and get it there.
That's only because our PlayStation's game sensor doesn't work or doesn't read the disc anymore. If it did, then trust me, we would have went to GameStop and bought this.
No, I feel it.
Keep GameStop in business.
Oh, I feel it. I'll still be going back. I have an account there, and it's probably going to be needing to be renewed soon. Check it out. Don't check it out. Don't forget to watch the fights next weekend, because that's going to be fun. Hopefully, Dustin Poirier can get the job done again, and keep my theory up about the fighter who wins the second fight in a trilogy fight wins the third fight. If he doesn't, he'll be the first fighter to break that streak. And McGregor's nothing but luck, so that's all he ever is. Lucky shot with Aldo. Lucky shot with Cerrone. Come on, that was like a 1 in a billion opportunities that he knocked somebody out with a shoulder. Gilbert Burns and Stephen Thompson, they'll be the co-main event. That'll be a good one. Greg Hardy, don't really care for him, and Tai Tuivasa, they're going to be fighting on that one. Irene Aldana and Yana Kunitskaya. Sorry, I'm not Bruce Buffer. Sean O'Malley and the Step Up Chris Martinho. He's going to be fighting on the main card that starts at 7 p.m. Western Standard Time. Prelims, I was telling my brother that Carlos Condit, Max Griffin, that should be on the main card, but that is the main event on the prelims. Nico Price and Michael Pereira, that should be a banger. That's also on the preliminary card. Ryan Hall and Ila Topira, Trevin Giles and Dricus Duplessis. They're on the main event. The prelim card that starts at 5 p.m. Pacific time. In the early prelims, which starts at 3 p.m. Pacific time, has Yazun Hu, which is the first fight, Zalagas Zumagov and Jerome Rivera, Brad Tavares, Omar Kamedov. It's a middleweight bout. That one should be a good one. I like Brad. Jennifer Maya and Jessica Ai are the main event on the early prelim before the preliminary card starts. That is going to be this weekend coming up, so don't forget to watch that as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Albert, for being here and finally doing one with me. You guys have a great day. Have a great night. See you again.